don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. Ooh, I'm a mess.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Bosa on the stop.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
35 the mic. Check.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers.
San Francisco.
Philip Dorsett. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Niners.
And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Haskins. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, San Francisco.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 7, Washington 0.
This is Mostert. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Washington 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Second and goal from the 1. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
49er first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down and a little extra from Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Niners 21, Washington 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Haskins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Niners 21. Washington 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 31-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they was right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
33-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 28.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
throwing now. Haskins on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returnable for Dorsett.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here's Mostert pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A 1st carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
They'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
It is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes this Washington 31, 49ers 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brings up 2nd and
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35.
And they'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
The ball carried by
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 16-yard line.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins, he'll run it. He's to the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now Haskins to throw it. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington has taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates You're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
4 brings up 3rd and 6.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up.
Now they try the right side here. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
31.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that...
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm everywhere. I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pull it up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Yeah, more action than no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team, and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy.